Awesome. Yeah. So it'll be out on all platforms Friday. It's available for pre-order right now on iTunes.
But if it's free, did you say free music Friday?
No, new music.
New
Friday.
music Friday. Yeah. Oh, see, I heard the. I was thinking.
You love free.
I do love free.
Free hookers.
Who doesn't? They're not the best. They're not the best quality.
Neither is anything else free.
Right?
Really?
No.
You sure the Dusty Futon is not high quality and free?
The Dusty Futon is very dusty.
It's true.
It's high quality, but it's dusty.
It may be high quality, but it's dusty as shit.
But there's a market for that.
High quality dusty futons.
All right. Why is this not working?
You done broke it.
I break everything. Can you go check on your phone to see if the feed is working?
Really, though, the Dusty Futon isn't free. It costs you your time, but you get something out of it.
That's right. Oh, look at this. He's so philosophical.
Could you check your
philosophical?
Could you check your damn phone, please?
Yes.
We got fucking dirty disciple Aristotle over there. Jesus H.
Come on, man. There we go. Patreon just got saved. So that's been updated.
Hi, Patreon.
All right. It's getting dark in here. Not that you would know.
I can't see.
Yeah. Then why do you wear a hat and sunglasses?
Fucking cool, man.
That's right.
Because he's the boss. Boom, shakalaka.
Boom, shakalaka.
Oh my God, I stopped recording?
Oh no!
When did I stop recording? How long have we... What the hell? This is the last thing we said.
Into it, so then it'll ultimately
probably when you shut the lid.
Oh,
that's the scary falling through ice because my dad was like, "Here, walk on this."
It's safe.
Wow, that was a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
Cracking sound. All right, well, save that as bullshit file.
Yeah, I got people sharing this shit, so you better hurry up.
Hey, there's lots of good stuff on there.
Okay,
did it update?
I don't know.
I'm asking you to check. This is about as fun as the one we did with us and Chelsea. That was insane, though. Oh my God,
that went south.
I think I deleted it because I just didn't want to go through. We actually ended up doing two with.
So what happened?
I don't remember all of it, but it was me, Dirty,
That's a
and
good
Chelsea.
sign.
I think it was our first recording with Chelsea. Was that our first recording together, Dirty?
No.
No, okay.
No,
although
the first
that's
one
right,
was
collect.
Calora Creative.
That's it. Calora Creative. That was his first episode. But then we did one where we sat down and talked with Chelsea of Faux Fighters and Second Story Studio. Is it working?
Don't know yet. I'm
Okay.
still looking for this.
And we sat and just turned on and just started talking. We didn't even actually start an episode. Like there wasn't an official start for like
kind of like today.
Yeah, well, 2 hours. And we were supposed to, it was just all this talking and bitching and lamenting, like worse than we were doing about the music industry. We were calling out names and stuff, like calling people out. It was bad. But we didn't live feed that one. We just recorded it all somewhere.
It's probably a classic.
It probably, I can't wait to get famous enough to where people just want to come through and sift to my data files and listen to the audio and pick out pieces. I can't wait for that.
Yes, we are live.
What's up, YouTube? Take 2.
Yeah. Welcome back. All the 0 of you.
That's right. Well, everyone's watching the World Series.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
The World Series is on?
Yeah.
Where have you been? We've been talking about that.
You're just talking about baseball. I didn't know it was the World Series.
Yeah.
Game 1.
Oh, there you go.
Game 1 of the World Series, man.
Hey, you know what? We're competing against game. Oh, I was about to say, and we've got one watcher, but I'm sure
that's me.
You.
We had more until you turned it off.
I know.
Come on, man.
No, I had. Oh, it's just 4:20. Which reminds me, I need to take a hit.
Need to take a break.
I need a break. I've been sitting back here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourself. I'm getting a little verklempt. Saturday Night Live. Anybody? Okay.
I don't watch TV.
I just watch sports.
It's old stuff.
Go Sox.
I have socks.
Red ones.
Only when I step through a briar patch barefoot.
Then you wouldn't have fucking socks on, would you?
But after I put the socks on, they'd be red socks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got an answer for everything, man. I am
Mhm.
unstoppable.
Mm,
This is why I had to quit radio, is because they didn't like it.
irregardless of that.
Mm-hmm. Irrespective of how irregardless it is.
Irregardless.
Irregardless.
I like the Oxford one. That was awesome.
Oh. Yeah.
So, Dirty, tell us about your studio.
Hang on. I'm
Hmm.
just trying to log into my Gmail account so I can like our feed.
All right.
And I'm a man, so I can't multitask. Tell us about my studio. No, I was just joking.
I don't know about
I-
your studio.
Tell us
That's why
about
that's
the
what I was
mixing
asking.
console you have behind you.
Oh, this is I actually just bought another one because I want to go fully analog. This is a digital desk. This is just a Tascam DM3200.
Does it interface with your DAW?
Yeah,
What DAW do you use?
Pro Tools.
Pro Tools?
Yep.
Do you use anything else or just
No.
that?
Just Pro Tools because it's Avid goes out of their way to make it very accessible for blind and visually impaired users. So, and then on top of that, it is also really handy because, you know, in general, if you were ever going to work at a different studio, like if you were going to go track drums in a bigger room or whatever, chances are they have Pro Tools. And so, and chances are they have Pro Tools on a Mac. And so I can go in to any studio that's using Pro Tools on a Mac and I can hit Command F5 to turn voiceover on and I can go to work.
That's
So-
really good information, though,
Yeah.
because a lot of people probably don't know that. I mean, Pro Tools is you know, your industry standard for
I mean,
studios,
it's not as ubiquitous as it used to be, but it still pretty much is. So
but didn't know that it was they catered to visually impaired more so than everybody else.
Yep.
That's cool.
yeah, it is really neat. So I'm happy to give support to companies that give me a little bit of support in return. And that's really cool. It's something that not a lot of people think about, or if it is brought to their attention, they'll say, oh, well, you know, there's not enough money in that to kind of to cater to that kind of crowd. I mean, really, how many blind studio engineers are there? I mean, there's a handful of us, but really, how many of them are there?
A handful.
A very small handful all over the world.
If you want to talk about talent, that's talent. Seriously.
And dedication.
Yeah.
I mean, so many times you probably wanted to, or even felt the urge to give up and stop progressing because it can be so difficult. Oh, wait, no, I'm talking to Corey Wilkins here.
Yeah.
There's no difficult is not in his vocabulary. Neither is irregardless.
Yeah, you're awesome, dude.
So-
I gotta say, like, much respect because you've been powering on, you know, your whole life in this industry and you're killing it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's
And your
fun.
your attitude is great.
A lot of
It's
people
fun.
know him too.
Yeah. I've been very blessed. I've been very fortunate to get to meet some really cool people. And, you know, even just starting the studio, I've already had, you know, a handful of just really high quality people, very talented people and quality people who, you know, show up on time and work real hard. And
Spend 24
It's
hours
great.
in your studio recording.
oh my God. Yeah. Whenever Eddie comes down, because he works on the weekends.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
Did you like the feed on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was doing. I was logging in just so I could like it.
We only have one like. That's why I asked.
I'm your biggest supporter.
That's right. It's
I'm
all
your
about
biggest
Dirty.
fan.
And
And it's not even because I'm on the show.
No. Wait. Really? Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh, I got a serious case of the warm and fuzzies.
The Mormon fuzzies?
The warm and fuzzies.
Like, is there a difference between a regular fuzzy and a Mormon fuzzy?
Do I look like Mitt Romney to you?
No, not at all.
Don't they get like multiple wives or something?
Not
Do they
anymore.
get multiple wives? It's like, here's your wife and here's your wife. Oh, we have extra wives. Oh, I guess you get two.
I don't
You've
know.
been a good little Mormon, have an extra wife.
I don't know, but that's just what I think.
It's not like they're polygamous by nature. It's that they can be. I think there's like a rule in Mormon culture, like other cultures, that if your brother's wife becomes a widow, you take her, you marry her. There's a bunch of cultures that do stuff like that.
So is what or was Hugh Hefner a Mormon?
No,
No, he was a polygamist.
Okay, I thought.
And actually, no, he wasn't a polygamist. He never married
no,
any
he didn't
of them.
marry them. No.
None of them. He just
wasn't he
He
married?
was just a
Nope.
slut.
I thought he was married a few times.
I don't know.
I think he
anything
was.
about Hugh Hefner. He was just a slut. He liked to sleep with a bunch of women.
He wasn't a slut. He was,
he was a
pimp.
playboy.
A pimp.
He was a playboy.
I think I saw there's some people walking.
They waved.
I saw them wave too.
Big John's running. He's running out the
Hello,
door.
hey, come be on our podcast.
Some people waved walking down the street out the window on the other side of the street, and Big John is just bolted. He's done the runner. He's running across. He's tackled him.
That's some pretty good commentary. Holy shit, he's gonna drag him into the studio.
He's talking.
Uh-huh.
Sounds
Sounds like he knows them.
he's introduced himself, and he's the creator of the show. He's walking in.
We got 3 guys coming in.
All right, who are
Hey,
they?
What is up?
I thought you were saying you brought 3/5 of alcohol.
Oh, that would have been so fantastic.
Headphones? You did bring a 6-pack. That's nice. We got other beer.
Hey, thanks for showing up, guys.
Yay! Hey,
We had one
full
band-
moonlight.
2 bands who had to cancel, and 1 band who didn't show up, and for some reason was confused and thought this was a
Phone
phone-in
interview.
interview.
Were you
Hold on a
guys
second.
were you guys under the impression that this was going to be done over the phone?
No.
Was there anything ever that would have given you that impression? Okay.
Only if you would have told us that, but you didn't. So.
Yes, I did not. All right, let's get these microphones closer to you guys. We want them to, like close like we have them.
I just told all
Like
the
we're
people
singing,
out
guys.
there how you ran outside Big John and tackled them across the street and brought them in.
You will come on our podcast.
Well, it's important to me.
We need a guest.
All right, let's start with. By the way, this guy is blind, aimlessly walking through. He's a blind engineer and owns this studio. And
Just FYI, watch the cables.
yeah, exactly.
As long as he can hear,
Are
he
you?
doesn't need to see.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
He's gonna go tackle somebody.
I was going to go watch the World Series.
Oh, okay. Well, he was going to be the co-host, but I guess not.
He's like,
All right,
fuck
so-
this, I'm going to watch baseball.
Guest number 1,
Mike.
Mike,
Yes.
in the microphone. Good. Mike on the microphone, and guest number 2. Go ahead.
Can't hear myself.
Okay.
1, 2, test 1.
What is going on? Oh, okay.
I plugged in here. Yeah.
Possibly.
Mhm.
One. There we go. There you go.
Yeah, I have another device that I'm supposed to be using, but it's broke. Everything's breaking today. I'm so just whatever. I'm over today. But you guys are here. and
I didn't
that's
know
important.
anything broke except for when you just like stop doing everything.
Oh, well, that happens.
Try and
too.
blame the equipment.
Well, no, actually, this isn't working anymore.
What is
Oh no way!
Yeah, I'm so pissed. This is my remote control that I can control all the different levels by just pressing a button and turning a knob.
Oh, that's
Name it.
So
Name it.
remote.
No, what's it? Who's
Oh, Apogee.
Apogee.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't blame
Apogee.
Apogee. This thing's been bouncing around inside this cabinet. It hasn't been secure. So I would blame me before I blame
I don't know. Your
Apogee.
case is pretty good though.
Yeah, but it's not.
It shouldn't be that fragile.
That's true.
It's not got tubes or anything in it, you know.
Well, I think it's just the connector right here.
Well, that's the
So-
design fault.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really? Micro USB? Come on. Anyway. All right. So
check.
check.
Riley.
Check and Riley.
Check. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
All right, I can hear 'em all.
All right.
It's like a Pokemon. Gotta hear them all. What? I don't know why I say these things. All right. So looks like we're all good to go. And I still don't know where Corey went. But
Watch
anyway,
baseball.
did he really? I don't
think so.
I don't think
I
he
could tell
did.
him the score if he's going to check.
No, he wasn't really. He got his phone to check. I'm sure he went to go do something else. He's so funny.
He's had a lot of beers. He might have had to go to the bathroom.
You know what?
We've been here
That's,
for like 6 hours.
that's
Good guess.
probably true. We have been here for quite a while.
So what did you guys do when the other bands weren't here then?
Talk,
Drink.
Yeah.
Sweet.
talk,
Okay.
and drink.
You guys change your voices so you pretend to be the other band. Okay, that's
That was fun. It was fun.
We could have done that. We had a visitor.
We did have a
we had a
visitor.
little fella on the show.
The neighbor with
Yeah,
his kid,
came over.
Luke.
yeah. I figured he.
Cool.
We were walking down the wrong way. It's like, no, you want to go that way.
Oh,
okay.
I helped you out.
They helped us out.
Cool.
And you guys were on time. It's 7:00 now. You're already seated. Mic check, all good. And Mike and Riley and Tone.
We're basically giving people advice on professionalism in the music industry.
It was a very apropos topic when we had people not showing up.
We didn't even have time to stop by the liquor store here, so it was good.
Yeah, that might help.
Now that we're actually doing a podcast for the band.
Nice. We're semi-professionals.
Yeah.
No, you guys
You
are
know-
professionals. You guys came beer in hand on time and you're ready to go.
Except for the fact that neither of them offered one to you or me.
Not yet.
That's not their job. We should be offering them the beers, Big John.
That's true. All right.
That's very true.
Give me your beers back and then I'll offer them to you.
We want to see how the first beer went.
Oh,
So-
there you go. I don't blame you. That makes sense.
What are you drinking? What do you guys drink?
What are we drinking here?
It's an
Sierra
IPA.
Nevada.
I don't want it.
Torpedo.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I recognize, it's one of those things where you, after a while of doing anything, you learn what you don't like, right? And so you learn how to spot that faster
Right.
than what you do like, Is that too ethereal? Okay, sorry. I'm
I think that's pretty
I get
basic
it.
knowledge.
Unless
exactly.
you're
That's the point.
unless you're easy and you like everything, so
There you go.
I'm
That's
not
even
easy.
better.
Takes a few beers to get me.
better or not better.
All righty.
A few Bud Lights. Okay.
Are
We
gonna
good to
get
go?
rolling? Yeah.
You guys are full moonlight.
We are.
Just checking.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
That's us.
So we are back on the Dusty Futon. My name is Dirty Disciple. I am here with Big John
What's up?
and Corey.
Wilkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked, I was like, is it just Corey? He's like, Corey. Yeah.
Oh,
Corey
yeah.
Wilkins. We are
Well-
here with Big John
Yeah.
and Corey Wilkins.
Hey.
And we got full
Take
moon
two.
light in the studio. Thank you
It's
guys
true.
for showing up on
Yeah,
time.
What's up,
Thanks
guys?
for having
Thanks
us.
for having
Yeah.
us.
How you
What's up?
doing?
Thanks for having us. Right on.
I gotta ask.
We're
I'm as the engineer. I'm not gonna say too much. That's actually low to shit. I'm gonna say a lot. How have you guys listened to any of our episodes yet?
Listen to one. I'll
Mhm.
be honest.
Which one was it?
It was the guy who had a rap album that he produced in like the 90s.
Merc.
That
was Merc.
Yes. Yeah.
So it wasn't mumble rap.
No,
It was,
no.
it was like funk.
Very
It was-
clean funk rap. It was really awesome. Actually,
That's cool.
cool.
That sounds great.
Lots of
Yeah, it
stuff
was
going
cool.
on with his
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
And it's solar.
Different tracks.
Solartainment.
Right. He had it was interesting. It was compelling.
We're not laughing at it. It's actually really,
It's just
really
something different.
Unique. It's
It's cool.
very unique. It's something that it's a branding, and it's funny because he even laughs at it because it's unique like
It was
that.
memorable,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Mhm.
I remembered.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about Full Moonlight. Where are you guys from?
Started out there in Julian, is where we all pretty much started playing at. But,
Julian.
but we're all from over the Mount Ramona and Lake Marina.
Oh, we should have carpooled.
They would have had to be here pretty friggin' early.
I was about to say, I don't think he wants the carpool to be here at 3:00 in the afternoon and not have to record until 7.
Yeah, who's
Could have
from
cut
there?
an album or something. Shit.
Oh, Dirty. He has his
okay.
his studio and his record label are based out of there.
We're based out of Australia, but also
whatever.
Ramona.
Nice.
Ramona.
Cool. Okay.
Ramona, really?
How long have you guys been together?
Well, I was the last one to join.
4
It
years.
was about 4 years, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Seems like it's. I don't know. It seems like a long time, but it doesn't seem that long.
How'd you get started?
Well, how do we get started?
Tell us
Okay,
the
so-
story.
all
Come
right.
on.
We wanna
you haven't
know.
had enough beer,
I used
obviously.
to. I used to be in a previous band. Anton was also in a previous band.
What were they
And
called? And do you have any shit to talk about them?
I do. No, I don't have not much shit. I was in a band called Relevance. We were a rock band.
Not relevant anymore, huh?
Now we're irrelevant. In fact,
Irrespective.
Irregardless of that.
Actually, Corey, I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah.
You played at Humphreys before,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think we played with you because it was the open mic. Did you,
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
do that before? I
Yeah.
think
My band was there one time. What was that? Must have been like back in like 2012.
it-
Probably.
yes. That was
Yeah.
back. Yeah. So that's when my old band Relevance. That's when we had played there as well.
Oh, that's
and I
very
remember,
cool.
I remember when you were playing. So
Okay, so that is relevant.
That's very relevant. See, See how the music world kind of.
It's a small world after all.
You know,
Please
it's
don't
funny.
do that again.
It's the people who are still in the industry know each other.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So then I met Riley. So I guess my ex bass player, lives in Ramona. He was my neighbor, and so he was throwing a party, and I was there, and that's how I met Riley. And then that was when relevance was irrelevant at that point. And we started talking. He said, "Hey, why don't you come up to Julian if you want to jam around?" And like, yeah, why not? Why not? So talking about having Antone there, and then a couple other guys in the group. You guys are just jamming, really.
Yeah, we're hanging out up there in Julian. I was hanging out with my friend Dave, and then he's like, "Yeah, it's my friend Matt." So we were hanging out. Matt plays bass, and then he's like, "Oh, and I play guitar." So we started just hanging out, like campfire jamming. And then they know Riley.
Yeah, so Matt and I were in a band prior to this called Humboldt Road. I think we played like 4 shows, but we made an album, and then that band fell apart. And then so it was just Matt and I jamming in a shed in Julian, and we just kind of slowly would still meet every once a week and hang out and play. And then before you know it, we started a band, met these guys and started a band. It's pretty neat.
Started up.
Is
That's
it
how you do it.
just you 3, or is there another member?
There's two more.
Two
Two
more
more?
guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Matt Pittman, he's the Julian Brewing Company. He's the co-owner and head brewer of that place. So he was there tonight. And that's actually our go-to place where we practice. We do live practice Wednesdays up there. And we're pretty
That's a
much,
unique sound. Like that's a unique idea. Live practices. So
Yep.
you keep your practices open to
The
the public.
right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right.
That's cool.
So we could come up to Julian Brewing and watch you practice on Wednesday.
Yes, you can.
Oh yeah.
Can we heckle?
Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do you like ignore that people are there and just
Pretend that it's in
Oh,
a
yeah.
closed studio and just
they
yell at
come
each
in?
other. And
I mean, it helps that there's beer there. So that's a
Fucking
good
play it
thing.
right, man.
I hope
So-
there's beer at a brewery.
And,
So
there's, and there's no limit on how much money you can throw at us. So.
Oh,
Last
That's-
week we got paid $80 to practice.
Yeah,
Just this
that's
random
amazing.
couple from Hawaii.
Awesome.
We played them like 5 songs, and we walk over to talk to them, and there's $80 on the table, and I was like, "What is this?
Wow.
What is that? This is completely foreign. What is going on? What do you guys want?" No,
Yeah, exactly.
No, we won't play Freebird for you.
Yeah,
it was
how many
amazing.
requests?
It was rad.
What time do you guys kick off on the Wednesdays?
When we show up.
Like 7 or something.
Yeah, I'd say about 7.
Cool.
And we're open.
9:30, 10.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll
Jam
just-
for a couple hours or something.
Of course. If people are there and they want to hear music, then we'll get excited about it, and ends up being an actual show. So yeah.
Oh my God.
So
I'm sorry, I have to take a little step out here. I just got YouTube copyright claims
for playing Weird Al.
for playing Tacky,
Oh no!
That's
for
so
playing Word
funny.
Crimes, and for playing Transportin', like from Ears Only Studio.
Transporting?
That's the copyrighted content is Transportin', and it's claimed by WMG, and it says it's yeah, I don't know. Did we? Oh, that was probably one of those mumble rap songs.
Oh, shit.
Never mind. All right, I read that wrong. Go on.
Did you get shut down?
No, it's just a copyright claim.
YouTube's all over that stuff. I don't know.
So since you practice at a brewery, most intoxicated gig you guys ever played? What was it? What happened?
The last one.
Oh,
Just kidding. I don't know.
Wait, was that a
I
question?
don't even
or a
remember
statement?
anymore. I don't remember, guys. Do you guys remember?
That's a great question.
Was it the bar dance? Nah, it wasn't that.
We were pretty good at the barn,
Well, I
like
guess we
barn
were.
dance. What was before that?
Private parties. I mean, that there.
Oh, aren't they just the best?
private party. That's
Maybe Jack's.
That's
Jack's
the only
party,
thing
maybe?
that makes it fun though when you're playing.
Anton
at a
doesn't
private
remember.
party.
We keep
Dave's,
it.
Dave's private party.
We keep it together pretty good. We played at the Belly Up and had a good time.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was,
I
that
love
was a
playing
big
the
hit.
Belly
We
Up.
got to play there. Did you get
Yeah.
to play there before?
Yeah.
Nice.
Great.
You played
venue.
everywhere though, Corey, haven't you?
Not quite, but almost.
You ever get to go up to the Sunset Strip at all? Play up
Uh-huh.
there?
Yeah, I played the Roxy and the Whiskey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
But anyway, intoxication on stage.
Oh man.
I think we keep our shit together
We-
for the
we-
most part.
yeah.
I mean, we're too busy. I would, in between songs, have a drink or there, but I don't remember any time where it got sloppy. You know what I mean? Where it was
Yeah.
like, oh, you fucked up, or can I say that? Can I say that word? Sorry.
Fuck no.
Okay.
You
Watch your
offend me.
shit over
You
here.
offend me with your fucking language. All right.
Riley, we're gonna put you on mute.
Sorry.
No, you can say whatever the fuck you want on this shit.
Okay.
Yo.
Nice.
So you guys are like
Superb.
responsible.
Just don't play.
Splendor
Kind of
Edits.
cool. We're trying to like the prior bands we used to. Well, my other band, everybody used to get pretty wasted and have a good time. This band, we keep it pretty cool and just kind of go out there and really try to play our songs, like
Well.
the right way and play them very well. Yeah. So
Professionals.
That seems to be the
Yeah.
topic or the subject of the day is professionalism.
Take notes,
Good.
people.
Good. Start at 7:00.
Yes.
I remember one time I was playing at a bar in Ramona, the same one that I actually got the casino gig from.
Isn't there only one bar up there?
No,
No,
was
there's
it?
more.
There's a couple.
Was it Cheers or was it Molly's?
I don't think he wants to say.
It
Can't
was-
say it.
it
Never
wasn't-
mind.
It wasn't Cheers.
Okay.
You can
okay.
say whatever you want,
Yeah,
but
Cheers was our most intoxicating.
So the turkey and I got it. Okay.
Jam them. The turkey.
It wasn't Cheers.
Okay.
So we were playing at the other place one night, and there was seriously one person at the bar. And he was this really cool, like Latino guy and really into the music. I mean, right up by the stage the whole night, and he's the only motherfucker in the bar. So he comes up to me after our first set and he goes, "Hey, do you know how to play the farm?" I'm like, "The fuck are you talking about? The farm?" "Yeah, you know the farm?" "No." "No, I don't know how to play the farm." "You don't know the farm by ZZ Top?" And I'm like, "Oh, you mean Lagrange?" So like he's very helpfully translating it for me.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's funny.
And so we end up playing it. And he goes, "Oh, what do you want to drink?" And I was like, "I'll just have like a Jack Daniels." Figuring like he's going to go buy me a drink.
A bill.
And he comes up like after the next song and hands me a shot glass. So I have a drink with him, "Hey, here's to you, man. Thank you so much for being the only one out here tonight." And then I had a beer down at the bottom of my mic stand that I was just sort of nursing throughout the whole set. And so we play like 3 more songs, and I reach down to get a sip of my beer, and there's 4 more Jack Daniels down
Oh
there
my God.
that he just kept buying them and bringing them up and setting them down at the base of my mic stand. And so stupidly, I was like, "Well, can't let these go to waste. This is the only way the bar's
Uh-oh.
making any money tonight."
Wow.
And then 3 songs later, I reach down for a little sip of my beer, and there's 2 more shots down there. And I mean, this just keeps going on. And then at the end of the night, I'm like, we're playing a song, like just a cover song, something stupid, I don't know what all, Brown Eyed Girl or some bullshit like that. I don't remember what it was. But I remember being in the 3rd verse of the song and going, "Did I just do this verse? Or is it really time for the 3rd verse? Or did I skip the 2nd verse? Like, what the fuck just happened? Where am I in this song?"
That's
Well,
why you have. That's
we'll-
why you have other people in your band.
Yeah, we'll
That's you.
just
Is-
we'll
you're-
just treat it like the 3rd verse and we'll end it like normal.
There you go.
Mhm.
So bad.
Forgetting lyrics, that happens sometimes. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
That's a tough one.
that happens to anybody. Even the most seasoned artist will forget lines here and there because you get into emotion, you get into a movement, and it's all becomes muscle memory at that point. And there could be even just like taking a shot of Jack Daniels could be that trigger that just makes you forget that one word, and then all of a sudden everything else falls out.
Yep.
That's my primary biggest fear before any gig. I'm gonna forget. Oh shit! I'm gonna forget everything.
Riley, what do you play in the band, Riley?
Guitar and sing.
Ah,
Yeah.
are you the lead singer?
We take turns. I mean, for
back
the
and
songs I've written, I am. And
Yeah,
then
I definitely
for
heard different voices on the
For the-
songs that you sent in.
the songs that Anton writes. I'll back him up on harmony. So kind of switch back and forth lead wise.
Now tell us about the interesting kind of
Well,
style.
first we should probably hear a song.
Oh, we should. Yeah, that's
That'd
a
be
great
cool.
idea. But I want to talk about the style of your band because you guys have a really unique thing going on.
We'll definitely do that when we come out of it. Which one do you want to hear first? Since you previewed the songs, Corey.
I liked all 3 of them a lot, but
Okay. Well, we've got
my right up my alley was the 94 Reasons one.
All right.
Oh, did we send that one in?
Yes.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. now.
Anton wrote that one.
All right, so this is Anton's 94 Reasons.
Antone.
Anton.
Is that
Not
off
to be
an
confused
album
with
or
Anton.
is
This
it
is
a
off
sing-
the first album. Yeah.
what's it called?
The first album is Full Moonlight.
Full Moonlight.
Okay.
Self-titled.
Eponymous.
Self-titled.
Yeah.
Eponymous.
So this
I
is
love that word.
Irregardless.
It's whatever you want it to be. Yeah.
this is 94 Reasons off the Full Moonlight album, Full Moonlight, self-titled.
Never really cared about what you think. Never did not have one more drink.
Speaking about drinking.
I'll race you to the store. Might lose a wheel, jumping that railroad track. Never much love from the local law. They seem to smile when I get caught. Be you looking at me, I'm American, can't you see? Family tradition is how I've always lived. Another lesson learned, one more crash and burn. Red lights flashing always seem to make me run. Yes, I should have stayed. I hate getting pepper sprayed. Red lights flashing always seem to make me run.
Love that. You know, there's only one time I don't like that in songs is when I know when I'm doing speed limit or doing faster than the speed limit, and then all of a
Going
sudden
on my
that
way,
comes on. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it's the song.
I tried to talk Mike out of it.
We had a lot of people that said that.
I tried. I was like, dude, we can't put. No.
I reviewed an album last year, and their intro was like that, but it was like kind of almost a post-apocalyptic style where you had megaphones and
Yeah.
everything going on. So it's like I put when that song pops up on my shuffle, it freaks me out because it starts off with helicopters and sirens. It's like, oh my god, where did shit's going down? PTSD from my military days.
Family tradition is how I've always lived. Another lesson learned, one more crash and burn. Red lights flashing on the scene to make me run. Yes, I should have stayed. I hate getting pepper sprayed. Red lights flashing on the scene to make me run.
Couldn't tell if that was in the song or if that passed. Oh, what?
There's another one. That neighborhood.
Reasons why I can't stay. reasons why. 94 reasons why it's a damn good day. Reasons why. 94 reasons why I can't stay. Reasons why. 94 reasons why it's a damn good day. Reasons why. 94 reasons why. 94 reasons why. 94 reasons why.
How many?
94 reasons why. 94 reasons why.
94.
I'm still not sure.
94 reasons why. 94 reasons why.
I'm wondering if it's 95.
94 reasons
Nope, okay.
why. 94 reasons why. 94 reasons why.
Somewhere
That
around
is called
94.
94 Reasons by Full Moonlight off the self-titled album. Is it available on iTunes and all that? Yeah, go
Yeah.
check it out.
Mike does a ton of background harmonies, vocals as well. In that one, and in general, I'd say.
Yeah, it's very cool. That was the first song of yours that I heard. I got a email with the link to the songs that you guys had put in the Dropbox. So I was just prepping for the show today, and that was the first one I listened to, and I was like, holy shit, these guys are right there, right up my alley. This is like,
Cool.
this is the shit that I listen to.
Right on.
And then so I go to listen to the next song that you put in the Dropbox, which was the San Diego Sunshine song. And I'm like, it's a fucking reggae song. Like, I'm like, okay, are they going to put like sort of a country, sort of Zach Brown band twist on this? No, it's just a straight up reggae song.
Are you
So,
serious?
like, yeah. So like, how did you guys decide to do that and just sort of flip from one thing to the next to the next to the next
Because that's a pretty
without like sort
solid
of choosing a
country
lane?
song.
Yeah.
Some country rock and roll.
Yeah.
That's it just comes out of us. You know, we have a lot of different songs coming out, and we just do it, and there it is, you know. And it's like we're not, it's like, you know,
Tied
it's a
down to
different
one
genre and
genre.
this and that, and try to make it all work. It's like, well, let's just put these songs out there.
Well, I love it because I'm actually of the opinion that there's only two kinds of music: good music and bad music. So, like,
There you go.
but it's just like there's so many people who would encourage you to, oh yeah, you know, stick with the reggae thing or stick with the country thing or just pick one thing and stick with that. And it's so refreshing that I can listen to three of your guys' songs and get three totally different flavors. It's really cool.
Well, that's what
That's
a lot of
neat
us
to
do too. It's like, personally, when I listen to music, I'd like to listen to a variety of music, you know? So it's like,
Well, what was the inspiration? You wrote that, Anton?
Antone.
Anton. Man, I keep screwing that one up. I'm bad.
Right.
You'll find I'm bad with
Everybody does
names.
that. That's all right.
Anton.
It's Antone.
I just
Like a,
Oh,
like
Tone, like a tone, musical tone.
Antone. It's like I say, I'm thinking Antone in my head. I'm like, no, that can't be right. So then I go Anton. Like, oh, come on. But okay, so that song was very country, country rock, like you said.
Totally.
Where did that come from? Where did that song come from?
Well, I grew up country, you know, out there in Campo. That's what that is about, is Highway 94. That's why it's called 94 Reasons.
Yep.
So you got Smugglers Run up
Click.
there and all that.
BPs,
You got all the
Border
BPs
Patrol.
as the border patrols. It's just about a guy on the run. You know, the cops are chasing him or whatever.
I take it like you don't like being pepper sprayed.
Absolutely not.
Does anybody?
Try mustard gas.
Right?
Yeah.
Hashtag Navy
So-
boot camp.
It's just a fun song. We made a video of it too that can explain a lot of it. Did you guys catch the video by chance, or
You know,
see that
strangely
pop up,
enough,
or-
I didn't. My bad.
says the owner of Ears Only Audio,
I'm so funny.
who
It's pretty
happens
good.
to
It's
be
pretty good, man.
completely
Pretty good.
blind
That's
since
awesome.
birth.
right?
We'll describe it all lyrically.
Awesome. Can I get a descriptive? Like, you guys want to sit and watch the video with me and be like, okay,
Yes.
now he's
Yeah.
driving down the highway.
That's what we're doing. We actually jumped on our motorcycles and we're like cruising around the town and just kind of mess around like that. And we also set up at Matt's family ranch out
yeah.
there at this cool
Ranchita.
stage. So we kind of went back from the stage and back to the Harley riding and stuff off 94, like going over the railroad tracks and all that stuff. So it was a lot of fun making the video.
That's
cool.
Since you were in Campo, did you do anything down by the border wall there?
We got close to that area, out on the dirt roads and stuff, on the border roads.
Yeah.
But we didn't go right up to the border because there's too many feds right there.
Many
So,
years ago, I went to Hukumba Hot Springs,
nice.
and that's literally like feet from the border. And so a buddy of mine took a little trip out to the border wall, and there's a section that you can just jump right into Mexico. And so we,
A section.
I'm in
Yeah.
Mexico.
well, I mean, right there at Hukumba, because it goes
Right before it goes up the hill.
It goes, yeah,
The
it goes
mountain.
right up to the mountain and then stops, and it's like, okay, yeah, don't cross the mountain; it's too hard. It was funny. I got to
Yeah. it's right
stand right on the border. I'm like, I'm in Mexico. No, I'm in America. I'm in Mexico. I'm America.
Yep.
Then the border patrol guys came by and said, "What are you doing? Let me see your IDs."
Beat it. Get out of here.
He's like, hola.
Hola, amigo.
¿Cómo está? Muy bien, amigo. Adios.
So
Bring it
do,
on.
do you guys all contribute to your songwriting, or do you take turns, or someone comes up with an idea, or what, how do you do it?
All of it.
All of it?
All of that.
Does it have an
um,
impact in like your styles and how the songs come
Well,
out?
some of us will just show up and be like, check out this song I'm working on, or this song I have, let's try it out. And it'll totally be like Riley's song or like my song. And then other times we'll just be hanging out at practice and somebody will walk in and they're like, what are you guys playing? We're like, give us a chord or something like.
What's your
Okay,
favorite
D.
letter? Yeah.
Okay, all right, D. So then then all of a sudden, all of us together will just write a song.
What do you do if somebody says Q?
We tell them that
point them-
Restart.
we send them on a beer run. And
Yeah, there
teach
you
them
go.
about
Sorry.
music.
I'm sorry. That one popped right in my head. I couldn't pass it.
Going back to what you're saying though with the styles, I mean, we all have, I have a history. I mean, I've done everything, but the one thing I haven't done was country,
Mhm.
and I wasn't even a country fan at all. And the first practice we went to, it's like, yeah, I'm not really feeling this. This is not my style because I'm coming from punk rock and rap too, and I mean all that kind of stuff. And Anton too. I mean, even though he was country, but he was also did a lot of reggae stuff. So then once we started jamming, and I'm just on the drums and playing a different beat than I guess what you weren't expecting. And then from there, it kind of the style kind of just changed. Then I actually started liking the more of the outlaw country stuff that we were doing.
Mhm.
And it was, it was more exciting as well on the drums, I guess. And then
Yeah, you got that more rock with that with the outlaw country. It's country rock basically.
Yeah,
It's southern
yeah.
southern rock.
but yeah,
And
but
it's got a better feel for it in the drums. I'm a drummer myself, so yeah, I get
Right.
that country seems kind of boring sometimes.
Mhm.
The country drum beats.
Like
No
two-step.
offense, Corey.
Hey, you
but
know,
yeah,
I didn't ever adhere to any drum beat rules.
That's
it's
cool.
That's right.
but it's really cool how we just did all the styles, because that was the thing. It's like, well, are we gonna stick with one? Or are we gonna do many? And we could tell when we actually do live shows. So it's not boring because we're going from one thing to another thing, and there's at least somebody there that's gonna like at least one song.
Yeah.
If they're a reggae fan, like, oh, I like that, or they got country. I mean, it's amazing how it all changes, right? How more people, and that kind of like inspired to keep it going.
Yeah, and you can sort of hook a country fan on your country song, and then like introduce them to maybe a reggae song
Mhm.
Right.
or a punk song or something like that, and then vice versa. If somebody's there and they're a huge reggae fan and they hear one of your reggae songs, they'll be more likely to listen to one of your country songs, which is cool. I mean, like it's all the same, man. And I don't know. I guess
Speaking of, maybe we should give a taste of something different from these guys.
yeah. Do the San Diego Sunshine song? That one's cool.
That's one of the ones where we just started throwing out. We're like, let's write something, and then some guy was visiting. Who's your buddy from out of town?
Yeah, that was Matt.
Not the guy sitting
Dave
next
and Matt
to you.
that came over,
Right.
right?
Another
Yeah.
Matt.
Another
A different Matt.
Yeah, different Matt.
And
Another
then
Matt.
not a floor mat.
no.
But a doormat.
Similar.
I think he's a bass player, Matt.
Oh!
So within about, I'd say 5 or 10 minutes, we had decided on this impromptu chord progression. So we were just jamming on that for a while, and then our buddy Dave, who's a ranger up in Ramona, I see him writing over there, like just scribbling, just writing lyrics.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was like, hey, Dave, let me see what you got. And I was like, just saying his lyrics over the progression we just came up with. And this is what happened. It was so strange.
This is off the same album.
This is
actually our next one. So this was a single release
Single?
preview before. So our second album is going to come out eventually. We have it all done, recorded. It's just at the studio right
mixing.
now being mixed and all that.
It'll probably end up being out before this gets aired, but
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. We're on revision five.
Yeah, we're on
Oh,
5.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this was a
It's
single.
awesome.
Is it out?
This one is out.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
this
out.
one's out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is San Diego Sunshine by Full Moonlight.
What am I gonna do today? Woke up in the desert dunes. Lazy eyes in a bitter day. Scratched some kids and it was on my way. Loaded up the spots. Headed west, driving through the mountain trees, kind of small with the windows down.
Very real big fish.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what it reminds. I mean, and not just because they're ska, but it has a ska reggae side. Interesting.
Bikinis, white hats, and skin all around. Red light, no big thing. Take your time, looking so fine. San Diego sunshine's made my day. You're looking for the same thing. Tell me, how do you want to play? Green palm trees, west side Cali, living it up every day. Dunes to the bay, beach blue skies, and yeah, sunrise. Up through the mountains, let's take a ride and do it all in just one day. San Diego, Cali, born and raised. Blessed in the west under the California sun. In the west, where we're blessed, the day has just begun. So take your time, looking so fine. San Diego sunshine's made my day. We're all looking for the same thing. Tell me, how do you want to play? What am I gonna do today? Woke up in the desert. In the sunset rays, San Diego sunshine has made my day. You're all looking for the same thing. Tell me, how do you want to play? Summer breeze on my face, sandy beaches calling my name.
I didn't do that. I swear that was part of the
What
song.
was that? What was that?
Was that a record?
Power went out.
It sounded like a record.
So that was San Diego Sunshine by Full Moon Light. Totally different genre to what we heard before.
I
But
hate that word.
It's awesome.
Genre.
Cool,
Such
thank
a
you.
Cuss word.
That's coming
It's
out
French,
on the
right?
second album.
Awesome.
Genre for give up.
Afterwards.
So that's coming out on the second album.
Yeah,
What
first
does
album's kind
anything
of like
mean?
a, outlaw or like a rock country style. This one's gonna be more.
Although the first one is still, we call it the funk. We call it the funk and country.
Funkin' Country.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So how does playing multi genres kind of impact your fan base?
That's just it. Because this was all an experiment. I mean, before we even did the first album, we kind of had all these songs, and all of a sudden, like people would hear, like, oh wow, they're playing something totally different. And then they're coming out, and it kind of like just broadened.
It's a good question. I feel like sometimes I'm kind of surprised at how many people actually come to our shows, but it might be because it sounds crazy, but it might be because we play a different bunch of shit. So I think it's to our benefit.
That's cool. So, I mean, it gives you a lot of different stuff to market to different audiences too, and then they check out your other stuff. They're like, whoa, what happened here? No.
Well, it's actually Corey said something when I mentioned your band name when we first got in here and set up and everything. He said, oh, they listening to their songs, you could never tell that it was the same band. And I think that might be part of the main reason why it draws so many people, is because someone can sit and see a whole show by Full Moon Light
and feel like they watched a series of different artists play single songs without, through one setup. And that to me, that would sound appealing, being able to basically see a jukebox live.
I would think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's unique, and that probably brings you a lot of that surprise crowd that you didn't expect.
Yeah.
The challenge is, of course, picking a genre when you're submitting music. Like, what are we then? It's like, we're not
Don't
just
know.
country. Yeah, it's not true. Like when we're like Amazon, I think we're actually labeled as country.
What are you
Yeah,
listed on Reverb Nation?
Reverb Nation
Americana,
is we can pick 3, fortunately.
I
Yeah,
think you're
Americana.
Americana folk or something
Yeah,
like that.
Americana funk and country, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's how we got you, actually, through a campaign that we ran on Reverb
cool.
Nation. Yeah, they reached out to us, and it's really awesome. They asked us to,
Hey, do you want to hook up with some of our best San Diego artists? And believe it or not, they sent us you guys.
We don't believe it.
Because you guys are just that good.
Oh, that's cool.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, this is seriously stuff that I would listen to on my free time.
That's an
great to hear.
engineer.
Right on.
What are your favorite
Mhm.
music styles to listen to?
Me? Well, like if
He actually wasn't talking to you.
No,
Oh,
please answer. Yes,
I want to know.
Please go ahead.
Corey.
Please
No,
go
no,
ahead,
no,
Corey.
no. Let
No, go ahead.
the
Seriously.
individual you were
We'll
talking
take turns. Go. You first.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, okay.
No, you. No. Now I'm just fucking. Somehow he aimed that right at me.
Oh, man.
Go for it, man.
I hear where you're coming from.
Pan them to the left.
I'm a big outlaw country fan. I like Hank Williams Jr., Merle Haggard.
Nice.
And for the new guys, I'm a big Jamie Johnson fan. So
Yep.
yeah, that's what I
Solid
listen to.
Cool.
Mhm.
I listen to a bunch of other shit too, but like Desert Island, that's it.
So is that what you draw inspiration from a lot in your songwriting?
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you guys?
Yeah.
You start, Mike.
The band.
Ooh, boy. I mean, I like all kinds of music, but being a drummer, I naturally would like rock, punk rock, hardcore rock. Even that's a lot of. I mean, even when working out, that's the stuff I'm going to put on and listen to. But I grew up with R&B and hip hop. So
what gives you the inspiration to write or to put something down on paper?
Mhm. I do a lot of songwriting too, and because I also play piano, so so I do a lot of. So I like singing as well. So I mean, just doing everything.
So what you're saying
Inspiration
is
to-
anything
band?
at any time can inspire you, is what you're saying?
Pretty much.
What's
I mean,
any specific bands?
What kind of beats do you like playing?
I mean, when I started playing drums, I was all about Blink, 311. I was all about learning that kind of stuff, especially 311. I liked how they did all the
Yeah, they're cool.
offbeat reggae rock.
311
You're-
did that really. I love
Oh, I love it,
that
yeah.
drummer. I don't know his name, but he did a lot of unique hi-hat.
I was just
riffs.
gonna say the hi-hat work in that last song we
Mhm.
just heard is so 311.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like that. Blink-182, of course. Travis Barker was a big fan of his anyway.
Yeah, he can play.
Yeah.
He's just
He's
so
pretty
little.
good. He plays with broken hands. He's done all that stuff. And then I started getting into, I did some other side projects with people, and they were huge, very into offbeat stuff. So then I started to learn that, and I was really out of my rhythm. Wasn't even, like Cool, for example, like how they do a lot of like kind of interesting time signatures and time sequences and all that. Started getting into that too. And but then why not doing this band, what I haven't done before, as doing country, and then kind of just, I don't know, experimenting really. And then going based off of their riffs and their guitars and all that too. And then Ryan, who's not here, he's excellent on the electric guitar. The guy's amazing.
These are proper lead guitars.
You just hit on another thing we were talking about before is, you can hit a wall, especially as a drummer. You can easily hit a wall with rock or punk. And even in that, and being able to look to another group of guys to help pull you away from that wall and show you a different path. Like, oh yeah, you can turn right. You're not just a mouse in a maze. You can go a different direction. And that's being able to push past your limits and being pushed through what is in front of you and still making it something that you want and something new and exciting to you.
Mhm.
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 Antone, what about you?
I just grew up with
Antoine.
all music. Antonio. I
Antonio.
just grew up with all the music, just like you were saying. With all my country heroes, awesome. Hank and Merle and all the guys, Waylon. Also, just like Tom Petty, Pink Floyd, the Stones, Bob Dylan, just all of them. I mean, inspired me to start wanting to play their songs. And then somehow I just started making up songs and making up lyrics and coming up with different chord progressions and riffs, and said, hey, maybe I could just start writing some songs, So started all coming together, and then playing with people, of course. That's like the best thing you do is jam out with people. And yeah, I'm just inspired from all the greats, and just good music, and a lot of fun playing with these guys.
How long have you
because-
been playing?
Oh, I've been playing, I don't know, ever since I was a kid, just kind of messing around. I remember like jumping on the bed to AC/DC and stuff, and just like, like a curtain rod or whatever, and just trying to
Air guitar.
play. Yeah, just, so it's always been there. And then, I don't know, just trying to go at it. And
Are you
make
self-taught?
it- Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
And, took some other classes and stuff here and there, but I would definitely say self-taught. Yeah.
That's not the beginning of one of their songs.
It could be.
For reasons.
I have it on recording now.
There you go. You can sample it.
There
You
go.
have the police cars on one and the motorcycle on the other.
What about you?
Riley.
So when I was a kid, I grew up. My dad would listen to like Woody Guthrie, and like Paul Simon. And then my mom, that was on the way to school. And then on my way home, my mom would listen to like Tears for Fears, and Bad Company, and like the newer like rock. So I got folk, old school country in the morning, and then at night I would get like newer 80s rock.
That's like a sandwich where one piece of bread is white and one piece of bread is rye.
Right. And then I like Anton saying, I feel like I got a lot of different influences. When I was in college, I listened to like a lot of electronic music. But these days I really love like funk music and soul music. I was a big Radiohead fan. I love the Punch Brothers. So I don't know. I'm still bluegrass, and I'm not a huge fan of like newer hip hop, but I used to listen to a lot of I still listen to a lot of Tribe Called Quest. So I don't know. Lots of different shit.
So you're a big mumble rap fan.
Well, I hate mumble rap.
Yes.
Bone Thugs.
Yes. I really
I
dislike
like Bone
mumble rap.
Thugs.
Thank you for saying
It's
that.
been like the theme of the day.
And have you guys heard of Anderson .Paak
Yes.
at all? I'm a huge Anderson.
Anderson
.Paak fan.
Pog is awesome.
He's
he
really
puts
good.
on crazy good shows.
He's great.
He went and toured Australia just middle of this year when I was there. He was killing it.
He's good.
Let's listen
I
to
don't
another
know
song.
any of those people. So I'm like,
We're
I'm
just
sitting
gonna
there,
nod in agreement.
There's a
Okay.
broad spectrum of.
I was hoping somebody would say Neil
Categories.
Peart so I can go, yeah.
I know who
There you
that
go.
is.
Yeah.
I have 2112
I was
tattooed on my
wondering-
arm.
I
and
was
Roman
wondering.
numerals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to throw that out as many episodes as I can. I want to put that out there. Hopefully he'll listen to it and be like, oh, I want to meet that guy. So I can go, yeah.
There you go.
Just
We'll
tag him in it.
broadcast
Just tag him.
That's right.
He's not, I don't think he's on social media at all.
Doesn't
He's like,
seem like it'd be a very Neil Peart thing. to
no,
do.
he's very checked out of the world.
Send it to him in the mail.
My tattoo.
Anyways,
That'd be
I'm interested
strange.
in hearing another song.
Let's do that.
What else have we got?
The Price.
The Price?
Okay.
Is
We'll
this
hear it first, and
off
then
the
we'll
new one?
This is actually the first one.
I guess
We'll have you hear it first, and then we'll talk about it.
That's a smart thing to do.
Mhm.
So this one is called The Price off the Full Moonlight album that is self-titled.
I sense a lot of 90s pop hip influence in this one. No, I mean, not pop, sorry. Alternative. Yeah, not pop. I hate pop.
Don't lie.
Okay, I love pop.
You're the one who covered a Britney Spears song.
That's irrelevant.
You guys got to hear that.
I want to hear that.
It's good.
It's on YouTube as well. If you YouTube "Hit Me Baby One More Time," Big John.
Okay, I'll do
I'm gonna
that.
do that later.
I'm so sharing that shit on Facebook.
Dark days, hear the sound of the world they upside down. I see ain't got no judgment, just got a leg tied around the run. All the big tears from down the face at the fire, trying to lead the blind. Rich man rolls the dice, all my face burn. Oh, it hurts to think of home. Makes it hard to be alone. Every moment of the day, trouble standing in my way. I say ain't got no judgment, just got a leg tied around the run. All the big tears rolling down the face at the mind, trying to lead the line. Rich man rolls the dice, all my please turn. I see ain't got no judgment, just got a leg tied around the run. All the big tears rolling down the face at the prime, trying to lead the blind. This man rolls the dice, what would be right?
That was The Price, right?
Yeah.
The Price by Full Moonlight. I just realized something though, going through your Facebook. You played at the concert in the park in Ramona.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was at that. I saw you
Get outta
guys.
here. What up?
Yeah,
Really?
you guys. Yeah, it was
Alright.
cool. You guys were really good.
Oh, cool.
You had everyone out there dancing. My little dude was dancing.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
nice.
cool,
It was
man.
cool. Yeah,
I've
I remember that now.
Mini dirty,
Yo, that was you guys.
mini dirty,
Cool.
Baby dirty.
That's
baby
rad.
dirty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
That was fun. See, those kind of things, like those outside venues, the private parties. I mean, that's where we actually have the most fun.
Oh yeah.
I've been
of
wanting
course, you
to
know.
play that specific venue for years because we go, every year too. I was like, dude, we gotta play here. So finally, it just worked out. So
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, it was actually a really cool thing. That's the first concert in the park I've been to.
oh
But it was super cool. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
it was packed too. There's so many people there.
And that's where again?
I
Ramona.
guess they do them all over San Diego.
Yeah.
But this one was in
It's-
Ramona.
Ramona Oaks Park off of
The estates up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
yeah,
Estates.
San Diego Country
Ooh.
Estates.
That's a,
They-
that's a pretty
The
area.
homeowners association basically puts on a series of concerts for the summer every weekend, and they have different bands from the
Yeah,
area
Those
come
are
up and
so fun to play.
It's amazing how much is happening up in Ramona that the rest of San Diego forgets about. You know, and it's funny. I was at the Navajo Live. You ever played there? The Navajo
I've heard
Live.
of it.
Heard it.
It's right over there, kind of on the west side of El Cajon, by north of Grossmont, right off there, off of Fletcher, or off of Navajo on the
Navajo.
125. Duh, yeah, I know. And they do something that no other band in East County does. They have open mic nights for bands, and they have Monday night acoustic things. They have all sorts of stuff for local music, and it's crazy that it's starting to grow out and move out of like the North Park area, the downtown area, and it's starting to expand out. And all these events, like how long has those Concert at the Park been going on?
Years.
I'd say, yeah, at least
I know I played-
at least 5 years. I think.
Yeah, I played the Ramona Estates one like probably 4 or 5 years ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a testament to show that music is still growing no matter what.
Yeah, I'm
You've-
working on putting a festival on up in Ramona because like nothing real big ever happens up there, and it
Yeah.
should. It's an awesome spot, and there you get a lot of local support. So
Mhm.
I'll talk to you guys about that too.
Sure.
Cool. Down.
But I just see that on your Facebook page, one of my artists is like follows you guys or is friends with you guys. He lives out in Julian. His name's Ali.
Ollie G.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He's good. 2GLE.
You ever heard of
GLE.
You ever heard of Noise Cartel Records?
I don't think so.
That's who he's with.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
okay.
okay.
That's who he's-
That's Noise Cartel Records right there.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
okay.
just finishing off his album actually.
oh, cool.
So
It's about to come out.
They say it's rude to point, but I figured that was kind of appropriate at the time.
Are you helping him out with like the beats from the like the seed heads or?
So I just helped him get established with his business and set everything up. I've written a couple of the songs for him. I've done a lot of recording for him. I'm pretty much mixing all of his stuff and
That's rad.
mastering it,
That's cool.
and then just gonna help him market it and release it.
Quick plug for Noise Cartel Records. So
Yeah.
Right on, right
if you're an
on.
independent artist and you're looking for a
shoot.
good independent label that actually works their ass off for you, there you go. Noise Cartel Records.
Yeah, we give them the resources they need to make it for free
Yep.
because they work hard. He works really hard,
He's a
Mhm.
and he's gonna be amazing too.
That's cool.
he's a great writer.
He is really good. I mean, you talk about hip hop artists, he's like the definition of what hip hop should be and used to
Nice.
be. He's old school.
He is.
Well, that's good to know. Just on the down low, I'm working on a side project too. You don't tell the guys here, but
There you go.
I was kidding.
But I mean,
I'll
guys
get
like
to
that,
you.
you know.
Is it Doormat? Is that the name of your project? Doormat?
Close. That was taken already.
Oh,
I
damn
had to
it.
come up with another one.
DJ Doormat.
Yeah, there you
Or
go.
G Doormat. Door
Yeah.
G Mat.
He's looking to do some stuff with like live bands and stuff. You guys should talk to him about that.
Actually, you already are, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you
I've
go.
been trying to help him
He's-
out with just some acoustic tracks. I mean, it's interesting to try to get a sense of what he's going for, because I don't know. He wants something like raw and simple, minimalist.
Mhm.
Which is uncommon for hip hop, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. They just make loops and just play the
Mhm,
same thing the whole way.
That's true.
Or copy somebody's
But-
song and repeat it regularly.
We're trying not to do that with him.
Right. Yeah.
He's got a lot of potential.
So what do you guys have coming up next?
Yeah. What's up with your album? Can you give us
Yeah.
some insight on that?
Well, we've got we're probably playing tomorrow, live local Wednesdays, whatever. Yeah, we'll see when we'll see when the album's gonna be done. Actually, John Haas,
Yeah,
at Ramona,
John.
he's mixing our
Awesome.
he's our engineer. So
We love John.
yeah, John's the man. I've known him for many years.
He's so
Actually,
cool.
all have, haven't we? Yeah,
He's way
he
cool.
knows
yeah.
everybody.
He's very patient with us when we're
He
like,
sure is.
can you tweak this a little, like 100 times, like just changing little things on
We're
the
such
mix.
perfectionists. That's
It's
the
hard.
problem.
Should be done pretty
That's
soon.
good though.
right?
You know, you guys
Coming out.
care.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, hopefully we get it done this year, and then we'll do our album release, most likely up there at Julian Brewing Company as well, and then we'll pick some other spots.
Cool.
It's been a lot of work.
Yeah, so we don't have anything yet on the calendar. We just want to see how that works. I mean, I would say Julian Brewing Company is a go-to spot where we're going to do some shows.
And that's where you do your live
Where do we do those
practice
anyway?
every
yeah,
Wednesday,
yeah.
right?
So it looks like
Yep.
we'll be playing there once a month regularly.
Nice.
And it's Julian is the biggest little town in San Diego. I mean,
Absolutely.
everybody goes up there as a tourist capital.
especially
So-
in December when it gets
Oh,
the
yeah.
only snow in
Snow.
San Diego
Oh,
County.
man, you can't even forget weekends. You can't even drive up there.
Nope.
I used to love playing the barbecue up there. That was so fun.
Oh, Bailey's.
Bailey's, yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
I've been a part of the. I used to work for KGB, 115 KGB, and I've been a part of Clint does his 4th of July ride up there regularly.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
yeah, I've been a part of that a few times and a couple other events that were up there in Julian via the KGB. It was fun.
Oh, cool.
Not the Russian spies.
Of course, you've also played. You played at pretty much a lot of the bars up there in Ramona.
I have.
Carlos, haven't you?
I have.
Have you?
Big
Me?
John? John has.
You
What?
haven't?
Have you played in Ramona?
Nah, he's not gonna say.
No.
He's not gonna say.
He
No,
doesn't
I
want.
haven't.
He
You haven't
doesn't
played?
want
Oh,
to.
okay, all right.
No, I don't play out that much. I've been to a lot of those places, and you probably see me around. I mean, I'm kind of not hard to miss. Giant 6-something guy with a bald head.
Maybe it was another guy that looks just like you then.
You know, I get that a lot. Was it Mr. Clean? or is it the guy from Pawn Stars?
Ventura, I don't know.
Do you guys do all your recording with John? Ramona Music?
You know, actually, we did a lot of it ourselves.
Did you? You have a studio?
Yeah, and Julian.
Yeah,
And Julian?
Yep, and Julian right there at Matt's. He's got the band room there, so we jam out there.
This is very professional. Like we recorded the drums at John's studio,
Mhm.
and then all the other stuff was all like I record mine in my closet at home, guitar and vocals, and then it's a studio, but it's like
Yeah, we
more
got
like
the
a
band room
shack.
at
Band
Matt's.
room.
Yeah, it's the band room
It's the
studio.
band room.
This is important
badass,
information,
man.
though.
The
This
band
is
room.
important because a lot of people think they need, $1 million worth of equipment to release commercial music, but you don't.
No,
You
you
can do
don't.
it with the resources you have if you know what you're doing.
I had like I don't even know. I borrowed it from Matt, like an external sound card, and the back of the thing's all wiggly. That's what I recorded. It maybe cost like
thing's all
$100.
wiggly.
John's
Yeah, like
an addition.
the XLR, the quarter inches are like.
It's the iPhone.
Almost gonna
like
die.
the dongle, yeah.
And so that's what I record my guitar tracks on, and then I think the mic I used was I don't even know, but I think I spent less than $150 on it.
Well, I mean,
But-
the way you record too, obviously John gave us a point. We learned a lot from the first album, and then the second one, obviously keep everything consistent. Use the same mic, use the same room, use,
Positioning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah. So you don't want to, I mean, there was some spots that were tricky, and then like when to do it. If you have a cold, that you can hear that too. I mean, there's it takes a lot of time. I mean, there's
Different
definitely-
preamps. If you used a different preamp from a
Yeah,
different board,
exactly.
it sounds completely different. Yeah.
Right. So,
There's
I mean,
some
there's a lot
tricks.
of things that you have to, I mean, sure, you can go into the studio and do everything in one day, 3 days, whatever it is. But we're also perfectionists and we like to redo stuff. And yeah, that's what happens.
So how do you pick your sounds and tones for what you want to use in a song, like your guitar sounds and stuff like that? Do you play through amps and like mic up amps, or do you go direct through a
For-
board? Or
for me, just me speaking personally, I have just acoustic electric guitar that I mic and have a direct out and then plug in that way. It's all raw.
So you don't add any filters on it or
No.
run through any pedals.
Right.
I love recording like
I
that
do too.
acoustically and then
Yeah.
adding stuff after.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Right.
That's what we do.
Cool. Even with electric?
So he does a lot of tracks.
By he, you
Does he?
mean
So,
Ryan.
Ryan,
Yeah.
our guitarist. I mean, he does a lot of
As in like layering?
Yeah, he'll send me. He's like, okay, well, because I mean, I was doing a lot of the, piecing everything, the mixing as well before we send over to John, as much as I can do, and then he'll send me over 6-7 guitar tracks. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do all of these, so I'm like, I'm going to listen to all of this, and because we have, I mean, that's a good thing too. We have really good ear on what we want as well, and that makes it easy or easier. And so we have, even though I don't play guitar, but I'll know, like, okay, this is what the sound we need to do. This is what we need to play, and that helps a lot. I mean, I've never played guitar or anything like that, but I have it all up here. Like I know how to.
Well,
I know
you're-
what to play.
being a drummer, one of the unique aspects of being a drummer and doing it from like a young age. I started in middle school or actually elementary school. It gives you a unique
look at music that most artists don't. We have a rhythmic approach to it. Like everything's got to make sense
Mhm.
because there are rules in drumming and there are no rules in guitar playing. So it's you have to take that mindset and that rhythm and that knowledge. And if you can, you are able to put all that together without having to be able to play guitar.
Right.
But you can.
oh,
sorry.
Go ahead.
You go.
Just-
I wanted to say that. Just kidding.
Good one. No, I wanted to say what I wanted to say. What was I going to say? No, I mean, completely. Oh, you can't just go into a song. Hey, check out this song I wrote and then just play drums. It doesn't work.
But you can play piano, right?
That helps too.
Have you
Um,
ever tried playing guitar?
I can play with one or two fingers. I'm pretty good.
You'll be
at
able
that.
to play.
Pretty good at
It's
that.
the same
plays
spacing
sometimes.
on the fretboard.
It's so weird though. To me, it's weird because fingers are backwards than what you do on the piano. So that's
Mhm.
what is so it's just awkward.
I
to
got
me.
a question for you though. What instrument category do you put a piano in?
What instrument category?
Is this a trick question?
What kind of
What
piano?
kind of
Oh, yeah,
instrument?
yeah.
I said piano. It's a piano, not an organ
What
or a
about
keyboard.
keyboard? Oh, okay.
Not an
yeah.
organ or a keyboard. A piano.
was it now?
What
It was,
instrument?
um,
Like
Guitar.
nope.
Strings, man.
It's not a string. It is a percussion instrument.
It is
Because when you hit that hammer, or when you hit that key, a hammer hits the string.
Oh yeah.
So it's not plucked. Just like a harpsichord is technically a stringed instrument because when you press that key, it plucks it. But a piano, the hammer hits the strings.
Which is interesting too.
Boom,
because
nerds.
That's very good. I should have known that.
So bad.
Of course, it all makes sense if I'm
Yeah.
playing piano and drums.
Yep. That's why I was tying that in for you.
Ah,
So that way I could take my beats and I apply it the same way when I play piano sometimes.
Yeah. Your
Like
chords.
all this
and-
offbeat stuff, all that kind of
Mhm.
yeah.
Big John, you would
Makes
like
sense.
my new genre of music. It's country dubstep called cunt step.
I was thinking about doing hip opera.
oh god, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've not heard that one.
Sorry.
before.
I spent a lot of time in
Shocked we
Australia.
haven't heard that yet.
Imagine putting a dubstep to a steel guitar, though.
Hmm.
I want to hear some hip opera. So like hip hop lyrics being sung in an opera voice.
That'd be
That'd be
cool.
wild.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
Bitches and
that was like
hoes.
that like the Fifth Element
Oh,
song.
my niggas better meet me in the garage. We're gonna
You know what?
pull
I'm
our
sure.
necks out.
I'm sure you can find that on YouTube. Someone's got to have done that. already.
It just did it
Pop
right
by
now.
Yeah, right now.
It's done.
You're gonna have,
Oh,
gonna have a copyright statement from when you play that.
shit! It just happened. I got an email. No, I think we've gone an hour.
Do you guys ever have any band problems?
Oh, this is good.
Oh boy, there's 5 guys in the
I
band.
said we've already gone an hour. We don't need another hour.
You
There's-
notice only 3 guys
Yeah,
are here,
exactly.
right?
I'm outnumbered. Okay.
This is where we start charging for you to sit on the couch.
This is for Matt, who may be listening and later's watching the World Series. Thought that was better.
Hey, that's what I should have been doing tonight. Notice the hat.
Oh,
And instead I'm here.
Oh,
He
man.
did
Boston
not.
fan
He did
over
not
here.
cancel on us like
Whoa.
professionals don't do.
Good thing we didn't wear our hats.
You know what? That makes me wonder. I bet you the other bands that canceled for whatever reasons, maybe they are watching.
They must be Dodgers fans.
I'm not just.
Oh,
You're standing in line for a Dodger dog.
Hey,
down
we're
there.
here.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
from LA.
I'm giving you extra time.
I've been calling all my friends and family back in New England, teaching them the beat LH here.
Learned it well living in
They
San
still
Diego.
have it down.
How's it
huh?
go?
BLA.
These guys are
BLA.
Dodgers fans, and the Red Sox are winning right now, so I don't want them to feel too bad.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. That's what they should be chanting.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for having us, guys.
Yeah,
that's all,
for
guys.
sure. Appreciate you guys sharing your music with the world and everybody. Keep doing what you're doing
Absolutely.
because you guys do a good job.
Thank
Right
you.
I can say that because I've seen you.
Never stop.
And
Yeah,
you
don't
can
stop.
simply find us at Full Moonlight Band. Everything's connected to that.
.com.
Yes.
.com.
There's a
Full
lot of
Moonlight.
dots.
That's
Full
very
Moonlight.
important because there's
Yeah.
also .org, .bitch, .slut,
That's right.
Dot gov.
Dot-
dot music
Hip opera.
dot co.
.au.
Now, but if we come back again sometime and play live in here, do you guys ever play live in here?
Well, this is
Like
the first
jam,
recording
or-
session in this studio
Yeah.
here
Oh, cool.
with Corey Wilkins. First time him hosting or
Sweet.
Oh,
co-hosting.
nice. All right.
Alright, Corey.
So it's a possibility.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I think it's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
A
idea.
couple
Yeah.
live songs. or
We've
something?
done a
That'd be
bunch.
so
We do a bunch of acoustic stuff too.
Well, you
so-
should check out the next episode coming out on Friday. Actually, features. It's the first one where we had pretty much a full acoustic band in.
Oh wow.
A band called Oliver James, actually, and they're freaking awesome. And they brought in 3 acoustic guitars and a cajon, a portable cajon, and we
Cool.
mic'd it all up and it jammed out. Like the episode starts with us jamming out. It's fucking awesome.
See, we were going to ask that because we had that all in
That's
the
what
trunk.
we brought acoustics and
We
like
got it
a
all
home
in
with us, but
Yeah.
That's awesome. See, professionals.
Yes.
Mm,
Just
prepared
like-
for everything.
just in case.
Be prepared. You're like the Boy Scouts of music.
Just about to say, were any of you Weeblos or Cubs or boys?
We blows.
Actually, we're not.
You were. I was a Weeblo, not a wee blow. It's fucking immature
Is that like
children.
Australian or?
No, he's the Aussie.
That's fine.
It didn't
No.
sound right.
No, the Weeblo is the step below the Boy Scout.
He's a weeblo.
There's a context thing again. We were talking about that too. Holy
Was that
shit.
a joke or no?
No, that's
Copyright.
legitimate.
Okay.
That's legitimate. You go
He's a
from Cub
weeblo
Scouts.
scout with his big long snake.
Crikey.
Well, it was great.
Okay.
It was great to meet you guys.
That's it. Oh God.
All right.
It was fun.
We're getting out of here. My name is Dirty Disciple. We're here with Big John,
No, we're not.
Corey Wilkins.
I'm going to watch the Red Sox win the World Series.
Boom.
Wrong.
Wait, this is only game
and
one.
Full Moon Light. Thank you guys
Right
for coming on.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
We will see you next
Yeah.
time. Support independent music. Goodbye.
That's it.
Right on.
Oh. Woo.
Very fun.
I can't believe that. I didn't even. I should have known. I should have known.